praises, honor, and glory belong to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of greatness stone, and salutations to the hopefully elect, alright? The men that are pushing this word out in truth and in sincerity. Really giving our praises honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. This is your brother Yakal coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. And this lesson was inspired by, this video that I just finished watching, right? And it says, the title of the video is, "You Don't Own Us. America cannot bully Ghana into submitting to LGBTQ plus agenda." All right. And there was a lot of good points that this guy made. I'm not sure, he's a politician obviously, but I'm not sure his office or whatever it is that he or whatever his post is, but he is the person that championed the bill, which the bill that was passed in Ghana recently is one where LGBTQ activities are made illegal, all right, and they're punishable by imprisonment. And these reporters are asking him some questions. I'm not sure if they're playing devil's advocate or if they believe and they really think that the LGBTQ thing is a good thing, but they were asking some questions, some I would say good questions, because they're good reporters. Based on the questions that they were asking, you could tell that, hey, these people know how to do their job. All right. But one of the things that I like, was how this guy was able to articulate, his response to these questions, and bring out facts about these questions. In his answers, facts, and back it up with statistics and data. So let me just get just a second. Yeah, let me play a little bit of this video.
Democracy. And the entire United States government needs to bear in mind that Ghana is a sovereign country. We are opposed to cultural imperialism. Just 2 weeks ago, the U.S. Department of State went called upon to intervene in Israel. The Israeli campaign in Gaza Strip said that it was not the position of the U.S. Department of State to intervene in the local matters of sovereign states. Ghana is not the 51st state of the United States. Ghana is a sovereign state on its own. The sovereign parliament of Ghana has passed a bill, and I think that Matthew Miller should be more interested in the loss of life of American children in American moves to gun violence.
So, hey, we know that America always wanted to play world police of the world, all right, and they want to dictate, how every single nation runs their business. They always want to come in someone's house and tell a man how to deal with his woman, how to treat his woman, all right. So and that's what he's saying, that hey, they passed their law, and America sent someone from what was it? It's public security, Department of Public Security, something to that effect. But we get some more of the video on it. It'll explain that disagree with the law and saying that hey, it's inhumane, it's unjust. People should be able to practice their freedom of liveliness or whatever, to choose their gender and their identity. It's against human rights and all these different things. And the guy is saying that, look, everything that you're saying is BS, right? But let me get some more.
For the United States Department of State, that's Matthew Miller, has come to say that the United States is deeply troubled by the passage of the legislation. And he's saying that this will indeed affect a lot of persons who live in Ghana. What's your thought on his statement, especially looking at the fact that he's saying it will also hamper freedom of speech for Ghanaians?
I'd expect Miller to respect the tenets of democracy, and the entire United States government needs to bear in mind that Ghana is a sovereign country where matters of sovereignty, where it matters, but not where it doesn't matter. They're not invited in Ghana's local.
Are there concerns about pushback, not just pushback, but seeing exactly how Uganda was treated in some measure after they had passed the bill? Are there concerns that Ghana might face that same treatment?
Well, Ghana is a proud African nation, first country in the sub-Saharan Africa to gain independence and lead the light for the rest of Africa. I expect the leaders of our country, the president of our country, to stand.
So the question that she's asking is if their fears, that Ghana would be treated as Uganda, because Uganda passed a law that says, if you're caught being an homosexual or being a part of the alphabet community, you are subject to imprisonment. All right. Because they don't play that. All right. A lot of these African countries don't play that. So what she's asking is if, because that's what America does. These big countries, these developed countries, what they do, they play scare tactics and threaten these small countries with sanctions and these different things, so let me pull in the car now. Salakia, trying to pull in a corner real quick. Back to what I was saying is that these countries have always played a scare tactic by threatening to sanction these small countries if they don't do as they want. All right, and we've seen that, with Libya. We've seen that with Cuba. We've seen that with them, what they did to Uganda, to Nigeria. All right, we've seen it. We've seen it so many times. All right. So let me get some more.
Shoulder high, tell the American people you either do business with us on our terms, or you can walk. American businesses that operate in Ghana are not in Ghana because of LGBTQ. They are in Ghana because they make a profit. If you're an American business working in Ghana, you turn $100 million profit every year. If you think that because we are Arabian business partner, that's a spend the West. Look at Uganda. Uganda's economy is not as big as Ghana's economy. But per the Economist Intelligence, the EIU, the 2024 report, Uganda is going to have the sixth fastest growing economy in Africa in 2024. And it's just the sheer hypocrisy of America and the West. doing business with Saudi Arabia and doing business with Qatar. Qatar spent 22 billion US dollars hosting the World Cup in 2022. 18 billion out of those 22 billion went to American and Western businesses. Qatar buys about $1 billion of military hardware every year from America. The punishment for homosexuality in Qatar is death. Nigeria passed a same-sex marriage bill as far back as 2015. In fact, your bill is more punitive than Ghana's bill. In Nigeria, the punishment in your law for same-sex marriage is 14 years imprisonment. The maximum in Ghana's law is just 3 years. As Nigeria's economy collapsed, as Uganda's economy collapsed, we need to begin to stand.
Yeah, and what you did, you just called out the hypocrisy of America. All right, where where they continue to do business with these the Arabic nations, Qatar, all right, still trading with them, but wouldn't interfere with their wouldn't push that LGBTQ bullshit on them, even though it's punishable by death in that country, you see. But in these other nations, which as you could see, this clearly show the agenda of Issa Edom, and that is to destroy the so-called blacks, Latinos, and natives. All right, because the people that you really push this bullshit on is the Israelites. Nations that are known for having Israelites are the ones that you push this on. Now, Japan, China, hey, they accept it, all right, but you don't see America forcing that down their throat as they would with small countries, these Caribbean islands, and other countries around the world that is heavily populated with Israelites. All right, because guess what? A lot of Israelites are in those African countries, especially Ghana, Nigeria, and the whole West Africa. All right, Uganda. That whole West Africa there is heavily populated with Israelites, and then spread to the other parts of Africa. So who's this man really concerned about destroying? All right, he's primarily concerned about destroying the so-called blacks, Latinos, and natives. But 2/3 of our people won't see it. All right. But I want to get some other. He made a very, very good point that I want to get, and then I'll get a couple of precepts and close this out.
The American economy would not run, and the Western economies would not run without African raw material. I think it's time we begin to look at adding value to our own raw material. Why should Ghanaian hope and Nigeria? These guys will know that they have to deal with us on equal terms. They're not and beat them every day. The bank should not be threatening the custom. We don't need to be going to the West.
Gay, bisexual, transgender, and more. Why is it that these LGBTQ plus people are the priority as opposed to all the other issues developing in the nation?
And this is how you know that these are very I would say intelligent, all right, but crafty reporters, because the question that she's asking is, in Ghana, they're facing so many other problems. Why is it that why is it that the parliament, the politicians or the parliament is so concerned about the LGBT alphabet crew? All right, and you got to listen to this guy's response, right?
Well, Parliament is considering a lot about it. Several other bills that we are doing, and we'll deal with everything. But let's bear in mind, the people who lose their identity have lost their nation. The European and American communities and society have failed because they've redefined family. They've lost the sense of what it means to be family. And that's
because the foundation of any nation, all right, starts with family. Because the foundation of any person's mentality, how they think, it started home. You know, those first 4 years of any child's life is where they learn the most. All right, and they develop that character of who they are going to be in as they become adults. All right.
It's that kind of mental aberration, mental disorder that they want to import into our countries. You cannot continue to deal with cultural imperialism and say that it is a secondary matter. Our identity as Ghanaians is a principal matter for us. And that's why we push this bill. Because look, the Ghana AIDS Commission in 2021 spent $200 million buying antiretroviral drugs to take care of HIV/AIDS for people who choose to have sex, men who choose to have sex with men. And so the government has to spend
So, in 1 year, the government of Ghana had to spend $200 million, all right, US dollars, to treat AIDS, all right, in Ghana, all right, which studies have shown that persons that the people that are primarily affected with HIV and AIDS are homosexuals and people that practice sodomy, you know.
$100 million. Now, do you know how many school buildings it might cost $200 million to build? Or how many hospital beds that would have created? And so when somebody says that it is not a pressing issue, it's because they don't understand the full effect of homosexuality on society. We're dealing with getting enough beds for our women to give birth when they are pregnant. And we should now begin to divert those resources to stitch up the backsides of men choosing to go and have sex with men. When they begin to have anal tears and anal I mean, why should we be spending resources on that? We should be channeling the resources into areas that we need. Go and check the American system and see how many people are committing suicide because of the effect of homosexuality. The CDC says that homosexuals are 400% more likely to be suicidal. Do you know the effect of suicide?
400% likely to be suicidal. All right, and they show you that people that playing around with the identity, saying that they're this, saying that there's something that they're not. They're really and truly suffering from a mental disorder. All right? Because there's nothing natural about what they're saying. You know?
On the GDP of a country. Do you know the fact that the young man who walked into a school in the United States 3 months ago and shot up 22 kids was transgender? And this all came from a mental disorder because of him having undergone a gender change or gender reassignment when he was 8 years old. I mean, this is what we want to bring into our society. I grew up in Nigeria, and I knew,
you know, yeah, man, and it's crazy, you know, that this is the state, and a lot of people aren't paying attention to this. You know, everybody is concerned about the feelings of the minority, because really and truly, because it's not something that's natural, you know, it's practiced by a few. All right, but everybody is so concerned about freedom of speech and freedom of action and all these bullshit that they're losing sight of the actual adverse effects that this thing have, or these actions have, on whether it be society, whether it be on family, you know, whether it be on everything, you know. But this fella did a very, very good job at articulating, you know, the what's really happening, you know, and articulating what nobody else is looking at. All right. Anyways, Lord's willing, this quick lesson was edifying. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And shalom. You know, like the scripture tell you, right through the law, that this is an abomination, you know. So, shalom.